My beloved child, if this message touches your heart, I invite you to share your faith by liking this video and subscribing to the channel. Declare your love for God in the comments by writing, "I really love you, God." If you feel led to support this mission of spreading love and light, you can consider contributing through Super Thanks. A gift of $50 to $100, or any amount you feel moved to share, helps carry this message to more hearts. Remember, every act of generosity, no matter the amount, is deeply valued and appreciated. My beloved child, I see your heart, your struggles, your fears. The world is growing darker and deception spreads swiftly. Many have turned away, seeking their own desires, forgetting the truth I have spoken. My words remain, yet they choose comfort over conviction, pleasure over purity. Do you not see the signs? Do you not feel the urgency? I call you to awaken, to open your eyes. The hour is late, and the enemy moves with great deception. He disguises lies as truth, twisting minds, leading hearts astray. Many follow blindly, believing what pleases them rather than what is right. My child, do not be among them. Hold fast to what I have given you. The path is narrow, and few walk it. Many seek the broad road, the one that offers ease, but it leads only to destruction. I have shown the way, yet some hesitate, clinging to the temporary, ignoring the eternal. Do not be deceived. The world offers promises it cannot fulfill, but I am faithful. What I have spoken will come to pass. I warn you, trials will come. Darkness increases, but so does my light. You are not alone, though it may feel so. When the world rejects you, remember, they rejected me first. They mocked, ridiculed, and persecuted, yet I endured for your sake. Will you stand for me as I stood for you? Many grow weary, losing strength. They look to men for answers instead of seeking my voice. They trust in systems that will crumble, relying on leaders who do not follow my ways. I am calling you higher, deeper, closer. Set your heart on things above, not the shifting sands of this world. Temptations surround you, calling for your attention. The enemy knows his time is short, and he works with great urgency. He offers distractions, whispers lies, stirring doubts. Stand firm. Do not give in. I have given you authority, my word, my spirit. Use them. You are not defenseless. The days ahead will test many. Hearts will be exposed, motives revealed. Those who have built on me will stand, but those who have built on their own wisdom will fall. Examine yourself. Where is your foundation? Is it in me or in what you have built with your own hands? My beloved, do not grow cold. The love of many is fading, growing selfish, hardened by sin. Keep your heart tender before me. Seek my presence daily. Speak with me, walk with me. I desire your closeness, not empty rituals. Do not be like those who honor me with their lips, but keep their hearts far from me. I am coming. My return is near. Some scoff, saying things continue as they always have. They are blind to what unfolds. The warnings are clear, yet many refuse to see. They chase pleasures, ignoring the call to repentance. Do not be among them. My spirit is moving, convicting, drawing, yet many resist. They silence my voice with noise, drowning out truth with distractions. Be still, listen, seek. I will reveal what you need. I am speaking, but few are listening. Are you? You feel the weight of this world, the burdens pressing down. I see it. Bring them to me. Do not carry what I have already taken. Trust me. Surrender your worries, your fears, your uncertainties. I hold your future. The enemy wants you bound by fear, but I have given you freedom. Walk in it. The days grow darker, but my light in you must shine brighter. Do not hide it. Do not shrink back. Speak truth, even when it is unpopular. Stand firm, even when others fall away. I strengthen those who trust in me. You are not alone. False voices rise, proclaiming peace when there is none. They soothe with empty promises, refusing to call for repentance. Beware of them. They lead many astray, feeding lies instead of truth. My sheep know my voice. Stay close to me and you will not be deceived. The time of testing approaches. The fire will refine, the storms will shake. Those who remain in me will endure. Do not fear what is coming. I go before you. I am with you. Hold fast to my word, for it is your anchor in the storm. Many will turn away, offended by truth. They will mock, persecute, betray. Love them, pray for them, but do not follow them. Stand firm in what I have spoken. The world changes, but I do not. My promises remain. I call you deeper. Come closer. Let go of what hinders. The time is short. The harvest is plenty, but laborers are few. Will you be found faithful? Will you go where I send you, speak what I place in your heart? Do not delay. I see your pain, your questions. I am not distant. I am near. Even when you do not feel me, I am working. Trust beyond what you see. Walk by faith, not sight. I am leading, even when the path is unclear. Prepare yourself. Strengthen your faith. The trials will come, but they will not overcome you. I am your shield, your refuge. Remain in me. Seek first my kingdom, and I will provide all you need. Do not chase after the world. It cannot satisfy. My beloved, I warn you because I love you. Do not take these words lightly. Seek me while there is still time. The door remains open, but soon it will close. Many will cry out, but it will be too late. Now is the time. Now is the hour. My beloved child, the winds shift, carrying the unseen warnings of what approaches. Each passing moment draws the appointed time nearer, yet many live as though nothing will change. They chase fleeting ambitions, entangling themselves in the snares of self-made security. But what is built on sand cannot withstand the tides that rise. Every structure not rooted in my truth will crumble, leaving only ruins where men once placed their trust. The earth groans, longing for redemption, yet the hearts of many remain cold, indifferent to the cries of creation. The heavens declare signs, but who among you takes notice? Shadows lengthen across nations, whispering of judgments long foretold. Yet even now, mercy stands at the threshold, waiting for those who will heed my voice. I extend my hand, but few grasp it, preferring the familiar chains of their own making. Children wander through desolate lands, searching for what cannot satisfy. They drink from wells that hold no water, eat bread that does not sustain. They consume knowledge but remain empty, for wisdom without righteousness is a barren field yielding no harvest. They run after enlightenment, yet stumble in deeper darkness. For light apart from me is a deception leading only to ruin. False peace settles like a morning mist, promising security while concealing the chasm beneath. Leaders rise, speaking soothing words, yet their hearts devise destruction. They set snares for the unwary, offering compromise dressed as unity. Many will embrace what seems harmless, only to find themselves bound by cords they cannot break. They will surrender their freedoms in exchange for comfort, not realizing the price of their choice until it is too late. I see the hidden places where wickedness festers. In secret chambers men conspire, believing their deeds go unnoticed. They whisper behind closed doors, crafting plans that exalt themselves while oppressing the innocent. But I tell you, nothing is hidden that will not be revealed. The weight of their own corruption will be their downfall. What they have built in secrecy will be exposed in the light of my judgment. The rulers of this world wield power as if it were eternal, but their thrones are dust before me. They build empires that will not endure, trusting in wealth that will vanish. Their dominion is an illusion, for the kingdoms of men rise and fall at my command. Those who place their confidence in earthly strength will be left empty-handed when the shaking begins. The seas will roar, the mountains will tremble, the foundations of the earth will shift. What was thought unshakable will collapse. What seemed immovable will be swept away. Men will cry out for refuge, but they will find none unless they are anchored in me. Those who mocked my warnings will tremble, for the hour they dismissed will arrive unannounced. Many claim to follow me, yet their hearts are far from me. They speak my name, but do not know my voice. They lift their hands in worship, while their feet walk in rebellion. They declare devotion, but refuse to obey. Do they not understand that I desire hearts transformed, not mere words spoken in vain? The outward appearance of righteousness is worthless when the soul is empty. My word has been twisted, reshaped to fit desires rather than truth. Many who stand in places of teaching have altered my message, molding it to be pleasing rather than convicting. They fear the rejection of men more than the displeasure of the Almighty. They remove what offends, dilute what demands sacrifice, and present a gospel that costs nothing, yet salvation was purchased with my blood. A faith without surrender is no faith at all. Even now, the battle intensifies. The unseen war rages beyond what your eyes perceive. Forces move, strategies unfold, and the enemy marshals his ranks. He does not sleep, nor does he relent. He studies your weaknesses, setting snares where you are most vulnerable. But I have given you armor, weapons not of this world, strength that is not your own. Yet so many stand defenseless, unaware of the danger at hand. Your battle is not against what you can see, but against that which operates in darkness. The spirits of deception whisper lies, twisting truth until even the faithful begin to waver. Strongholds are being erected in the minds of those who do not guard their thoughts. The enemy plants seeds of doubt, cultivating despair where faith once flourished. He exploits wounds that have not been surrendered to me, using pain as a gateway for destruction. I have called my people to stand as lights in the darkness, yet many have hidden their lamps, fearing the consequences of shining too brightly. They choose silence when they should speak. They blend in when they should stand apart. Do you not know that you were set apart for a purpose? You were chosen, not to conform, but to transform. The world does not need another echo of its own voice. It needs the sound of truth, unshaken and unashamed. Even now, a dividing line is being drawn. Those who serve me in name only will be exposed. The fire will test every heart, revealing what is genuine and what is counterfeit. Many will fall away, not because they lost their faith, but because they never truly had it. When pressure comes, when the cost of following me becomes great, only those who are rooted in me will endure. The refining has begun. I am separating wheat from chaff, sheep from goats, truth from deception. Those who seek comfort more than my presence will not stand. Those who desire acceptance from the world more than approval from me will stumble. Those who live for themselves rather than my kingdom will find their foundation crumbling beneath them. Do not wait for another sign, another confirmation. The warnings have been given. The call has been issued. You must decide whom you will serve. To delay is to choose the world. To hesitate is to walk away. There is no middle ground, no neutral position. Either you are with me or you are against me. Either you gather with me or you scatter. I stand at the door, knocking. Yet many refuse to open, clinging to what they cannot keep. They hesitate, fearing what they must surrender. They delay, assuming there will always be more time. But time is not yours to command. You do not know the hour when your opportunity will pass. I see every heart, every motive. Nothing is concealed from my sight. Many believe they can serve two masters, walking both in my name and in their own desires. But they deceive only themselves. The path of compromise leads only to destruction. You cannot drink from both my cup and the cup of the world. You must choose. To those who are weary, I say, my strength is sufficient. To those who are afraid, I declare, I am your refuge. To those who are uncertain, I remind, my promises do not fail, but you must come. You must lay down your burdens at my feet. You must let go of what binds you. You must trust beyond what you can see. The final hour approaches. The stage is set. The storm gathers. Yet I am not absent. My hand is not weak, nor is my power diminished. I remain sovereign over all. But I will not force you to stand in the shelter of my presence. The choice is yours. Come now before the door closes. Come before the night overtakes you. Come while mercy still extends its hand. For soon what has been spoken will be fulfilled. For soon what has been spoken will be fulfilled. The sky will darken, and the earth will groan under the weight of what is to come. A stillness will settle before the storm, deceiving many into believing all is well. They will go about their days as though nothing is changing, unaware that the ground beneath them is shifting. The final warnings will sound, but few will recognize their significance. Many will scoff, laughing at those who see the signs. They will call them alarmists, fearmongers, blind to the truth unfolding before them. Nations will rise against each other, alliances will shatter, and men who once called themselves brothers will turn into enemies. Greed will fuel wars, deception will be their justification, and the innocent will suffer while the powerful scheme behind closed doors. Wealth will be hoarded by a few, while multitudes will cry out in desperation. The rulers of the world will promise peace, yet their words will be empty, for their hearts are filled with corruption. The voices of the righteous will be silenced in public, yet their prayers will thunder in the heavens. Their cries will not be ignored, for I hear the faithful even when the world turns its back on them. Though they are outcast and despised, though they are ridiculed and cast aside, their reward is secure. The world may reject them, but I have written their names where no man can erase them. The earth will tremble as it has never before. The seas will rise beyond their borders, consuming what man built in arrogance. The lands will quake, swallowing the pride of those who believed they were untouchable. Great cities, monuments of human achievement, will crumble in an instant. Towers that stretched into the sky will be brought low, and those who gloried in their strength will weep at its sudden loss. The air will carry whispers of fear, for the hearts of many will fail them as they witness what unfolds. Some will cry out for mercy, but they will not turn from their ways. They will curse what they do not understand, shaking their fists at the heavens, blaming what they refuse to acknowledge. They will seek shelter in their own wisdom, yet there will be none. They will look to their leaders for salvation, but their leaders will be just as lost. A great deception is coming, one so cunning that even the wise will struggle to discern its nature. It will present itself as light, clothed in the language of unity and hope. It will promise solutions to chaos, stability in uncertainty. The world will embrace it, desperate for order, blind to its true cost. Those who do not stand firm will be swept into its grasp, believing they are choosing safety when they are walking into chains. Technology will be the tool of enslavement, though it will appear as convenience. What is freely accepted today will soon become mandatory. The systems being built will not serve man, but control him. They will track, measure, and dictate, removing freedom under the guise of security. Many will welcome it, unable to see its true intent. They will laugh at those who resist, calling them fools. Yet soon they will find themselves bound in ways they never expected. Voices will arise, claiming to speak for righteousness, yet they will lead many astray. They will wear the garments of truth, yet their words will be poison. They will twist my teachings, reshaping them to fit desires, convincing many that what I once called sin is now acceptable. They will say that I have changed, that I have evolved to match the times. But I do not change. My word remains unshaken, no matter how men attempt to rewrite it. Even within my house, there will be those who betray me. Shepherds who once guided my flock will turn against the truth, selling their souls for acceptance and comfort. They will trade my gospel for another, one that offends no one, that demands nothing, that tolerates everything. They will be praised by the world, yet they will be unrecognizable to me. Those who follow them will stumble, believing they are walking in light when they are stepping into darkness. The division will become clear. No longer will there be room for lukewarm faith. No longer will men be able to stand in the middle, wavering between devotion and self-interest. The time of separation has begun. Every heart will be tested. Every soul will be weighed. Those who truly belong to me will shine like stars against the growing night, unyielding, unmoved, willing to endure whatever may come. Though the world will reject them, I will strengthen them. Though they will be cast out, they will never be forsaken. Though they will suffer, their suffering is not in vain. I am with them, unseen yet present, silent yet speaking, hidden yet guiding. Their endurance will be a witness, their faithfulness a beacon, their love a weapon against the darkness. The enemy rages, knowing his time is short. He throws his fury against the faithful, hoping to break them, to silence them, to cause them to falter. But those who abide in me will not be moved. They will overcome, not by might nor by power, but by my Spirit. Their strength is not their own. Their wisdom is not from this world. They will walk through fire and not be consumed. They will stand against the tide and not be overtaken. The coming days will be unlike any before. The warnings have been given, yet many still refuse to listen. They chase distractions, numbing themselves with entertainment, drowning truth in noise. They scroll, they watch, they fill their minds with things that do not matter, while eternity hangs in the balance. They laugh at those who speak of what is coming, not realizing how soon they will see it for themselves. Do not be among them. Do not grow complacent. Do not lull yourself into the false belief that there is still time to waste. The days are passing swiftly. The clock moves without delay. What was distant is now at the doorstep. What was once prophecy is now unfolding before your eyes. Prepare your hearts. Strengthen your faith. The road ahead will not be easy, but neither will it be traveled alone. I go before you. I stand beside you. I dwell within you. You are not forsaken, no matter what the world may say. You are not abandoned, no matter how great the storm may become. The faithful will shine, the righteous will endure, and in the end, the truth will stand victorious. The world may shake, but my kingdom will not. The wicked may scheme, but their plans will fail. Those who stand with me will never be put to shame. Hold fast, stay awake. Do not let your heart be weighed down. For soon all will see what has been hidden. Soon every knee will bow. The last threads of illusion will unravel, exposing the fragile foundation upon which the world has placed its trust. Those who built their security and wealth will find it worthless overnight. The strong will become weak, and the wise in their own eyes will be confounded. The ones who mock truth will search for it in desperation, yet many will find only echoes of what they ignored. Chaos will not announce its arrival. It will strike suddenly, like a thief in the night. Systems men relied on will fail them. The comforts they clung to will vanish in an instant. The routines they assumed would continue indefinitely will be shattered. What was once predictable will become uncertain. And yet, even as the storm gathers, many will still deny its coming. Voices will rise, demanding explanations. They will search for someone to blame. Some will curse the heavens, others will turn against their neighbors. Betrayals will multiply. Brother will deliver up brother, friend will forsake friend. Love will grow cold, and the bonds of trust will dissolve like mist in the morning sun. The hearts of many will be hardened, refusing to acknowledge the truth, staring them in the face. The rulers of this world will act as though they have answers, offering hollow solutions wrapped in convincing words. They will present new systems, promising safety, yet their solutions will be chains in disguise. What they give with one hand, they will take with the other. Those who accept their terms will find themselves bound by agreements they did not fully understand. The price of peace will be submission, and the cost of security will be freedom. A great shaking will come, not only in the earth, but in the souls of men. Those who have built their lives on shifting sand will feel the ground collapse beneath them. Those who trusted in themselves will find their strength insufficient. Those who believed they could stand alone will fall. Only those who have anchored themselves in truth will endure the coming storm. Lies will become law, and those who stand against them will be cast out. The time will come when speaking truth will be seen as an act of defiance, when righteousness will be called evil, and evil will be celebrated as good. Those who refuse to bow will be hated, not for any crime, but for their refusal to conform. The world will demand unity, but it will be a unity built on compromise, not on truth. A counterfeit light will arise, deceiving many. It will offer hope, promising to heal the divisions and end the suffering. It will call itself the solution, but it will be a deception unlike any before. The world will welcome it with open arms, weary from conflict, desperate for stability. They will not see the trap until they are caught in it, and by then, it will be too late. Nations will be reshaped, borders will shift. The order of things will change, not by war alone, but by agreements made in secrecy. What was once unthinkable will become reality. The powerful will consolidate their strength, and the world will watch as a new system emerges. What seemed to be for the good of all will reveal itself to be for the gain of a few. Many will be marked, not by force at first, but by choice. The pressures will increase, the conveniences will be undeniable, and one by one people will step into the snare laid before them. At first, it will seem harmless. It will be promoted as necessary, as wise, as beneficial. But soon, refusal will not be tolerated. The choice that was once voluntary will become mandatory. Those who resist will find themselves cut off, not by violence at first, but by exclusion. Even now, the foundation is being laid. The technologies are in place. The structures have been built. What remains is the moment, the crisis that will usher it in. The world will beg for a solution, and when it is offered, they will accept it without question. They will celebrate their salvation, unaware of the cost. But you, do not be deceived. Do not be among those who follow blindly. Do not surrender your discernment for the sake of comfort. The price of standing firm will be high, but the cost of compromise will be greater. When the moment comes, when the world demands your allegiance, remember this: to gain the world and lose your soul is no victory at all. Some will say that resistance is futile, that standing apart will accomplish nothing. But they do not understand that victory is not measured in the survival of the body, but in the endurance of the soul. Many will bow because they believe it is the only way forward, but they will not see where the path leads until it is too late. The faithful will be outnumbered. They will be hunted, not always by force, but by policies, by restrictions, by the slow tightening of a noose that few will recognize until they are ensnared. Their refusal to comply will cost them dearly, but they will endure. They will not be forgotten, nor will they be abandoned. Though the world rejects them, they will be upheld by a strength not of this earth. Even as darkness spreads, light will not be extinguished. In secret places, truth will still be spoken. In hidden gatherings, the faithful will remain steadfast. Though they are driven underground, they will not be silenced. Though they are cast out, they will not be lost. They will endure, not by their own might, but by the power of the one who called them. There will be miracles in the midst of the storm. Provision will come when all seems lost. Strength will rise when weakness should prevail. Those who trust will witness what others cannot comprehend. The world will wonder how they survive, how they stand, how they continue when all odds are against them. They will not understand that those who walk in faith do not rely on what is seen. The days will be long, and the nights filled with sorrow. Many will fall, not by the sword, but by weariness. Some will give in, believing they have no other choice. They will justify their surrender, telling themselves that survival is more important than truth. They will try to convince others to follow them, reasoning that resistance is foolish, that standing firm is unnecessary. They will say that compromise is wisdom, that adaptation is survival. But they will have traded their soul for a moment's peace. But there will be those who refuse. They will not waver, no matter the cost. They will stand when all others fall. Their strength will not be their own, but it will be unbreakable. They will face persecution, rejection, suffering. The world will strip them of everything, yet they will lose nothing, for what they have cannot be taken. The final deception will be unlike any before. It will be so convincing, so widespread, that even those who have stood firm will feel the pull of doubt. It will not come as a threat, but as an offer. It will not demand, but invite. It will not appear as darkness, but as light. And many, even those who believed they would never waver, will find themselves standing at the edge of compromise, questioning, hesitating. Hold fast. Do not let go. The road ahead will be harder than you imagined, but the reward is greater than you can comprehend. The trials will not last forever. The pain will not endure. The suffering will not be without purpose. And in the end, when all is fulfilled, when every word has come to pass, when every tear has been wiped away, those who endured will stand in victory. For soon, what was promised will be revealed. Soon, the darkness will end. Soon, the true King will reign. Amen.